Good day. We are the Team 1 and we are here to present to you the marketing plan for Gubest Mushroom to build its brand equity. This marketing plan used IMR80 format, which consists of introduction, methodology, research, and discussion. It also includes findings, conclusions, and recommendations. We'll go first to the introduction. What comes to your mind when you hear the word mushroom? Well, it is an edible fungus typically produced above ground, on soil, or on its food source. Most mushrooms grow best in temperatures somewhere in the range of 55 degrees Fahrenheit and 60 degrees Fahrenheit in the cold area and away from direct sun. There are a lot of benefits you can find in eating mushrooms. It is a rich, low-calorie source of fiber, protein, and antioxidants. It can also help treat serious problems such as Alzheimer's, cancer, heart disease, and diabetes. Not all mushrooms are safe and edible to eat. Types of mushrooms that can be eaten and most of the time can be sold and found in supermarkets are those commercialized grown in mushroom forms. It needs to be careful and requires meticulous attention to detail when separating edible from poisonous pieces. There is no single characteristic by which all harmful mushrooms can be distinguished, nor one by which all edible mushrooms can be recognized. High-quality mushrooms are a very profitable business as there is good demand both in foreign and domestic market. Since the 19th century, the Philippines already has mushroom production, but even though it has been long introduced in the country and can be profitable business, Filipinos did not pursue mushroom farming. On the other hand, what also comes to your mind when you hear chicharron? Well, it is a fried pork belly that was loved and enjoyed by almost everyone because of its taste and crispiness. Contrary to common belief, chicharron has health benefits. It is high in protein and fat. Some also believe that it treats patients with diabetes, but this claim is not being proven true. However, consuming too much chicharron should be in control. As delicious as it is, chicharron is full of trans fat and full of saturated fat, which is harmful to health. Saturated fats came from animals, and there's a high possibility of increase in cholesterol, while trans fat causes good cholesterol to decrease and increase in bad cholesterol. Regardless of the bad effects in the body, chicharron business is still profitable business in the Philippines. The researchers aim to improve business, more particularly the brand equity of Gubest Mushrooms, and to implement strategies of what should be done for the success of the business. The researchers will also come up with ideas and implement strategies for the improvement and development of brand equity of Gubest Mushrooms. As social media grow these days, research materials about the production of mushroom chicharron, researchers will use it to establish plans and ideas which could definitely help the success of the business.
Hello everyone, my name is Laika and here is Gubest Mushrooms. Doing what you love can result the best thing you ever want. A good example for this, if you really want to start a business, you must have the love and the passion to do it. Gubest Mushroom business started as a hobby. The name of the brand comes from their previous business, which is a food products called Gubest Bilao, wherein Gube comes from their family name, and then they added some letter like EST just to complete the word best or to express excellence connected to its mushroom products that they are serving now. Mr. Melchizedek Gube, the owner of Gubest Mushroom, was a reseller of mushroom chicharon in the year 2018, which he bought exactly mushroom chips from Bulacan area then sold it here in Cavite. As estimated, he said, he started from 1,500 as capital and earned another 1,500 as its profit. Then he decided to produce his own mushroom farm, to produce his own chicharon, focusing on the use of oyster mushrooms. He saw opportunity with this kind of business. Why he chose oyster mushrooms? There are so many types of mushrooms. Some are poisonous and some are edible or can be eaten. However, to answer the question why Mr. Gubest chose oyster mushroom, not only because it is edible but also a kind of mushrooms that perfect to the climate of Silang Cavite. Then he constructed his own mushroom growing house and produced his own mushroom protein bags. Doing this business is not easy compared as being reseller only. September 2020 is a trial and error stage since pandemic happens. Through online and looking for their reseller are their way just to sell the harvested mushrooms, and in fact they started in selling fresh mushrooms only. Together with his two part-time employees and his wife, they manage the mushroom farm. He sell mushroom that is mostly processed or called like mushroom chicharon or mushroom chips. Gubest mushroom, its primary product are fresh oyster mushrooms, crispy mushroom chicharon, and the other one is crispy mushroom sisig. And they take advantage with the willingness of the consumer to be healthy yet satisfying their cravings. Actually, in 3 years' time, Gubest Mushroom expected business growth will be an additional growing house, bigger and new production equipment for mushroom production, a set of regular employees for daily and continuous production, and lastly, the products that will be registered from DTI and FDA approved for market expansion.
Good day everyone. For methodology, the researchers gathered the information through interviewing the owner of the Gubest Mushrooms and an online survey. The information from the owners was collected and recorded, and the conducted survey is aims to aggregate and measure the value of Gubest mushrooms in the eye of its customers. The questionnaires was distributed to the 30 selected respondents who was experienced and purchased the products to collect and consolidate the data. The researchers believe it is appropriate to use a descriptive research design in this study because it is a powerful and easy way to know the perception of the respondents on its brand equity of the Gubest mushrooms. After interviewing the owner of the Gubest mushrooms, it shows that the business facing difficulty in terms of brand image and awareness, since the business product was made at home and has no physical store. Furthermore, the researchers observed that the product that the business produced was only packed by a plastic sellable bag and microball container without a label, which is important in considering having an effective branding tool that will serve as a unique display for a product as well as a brand image. Based on Mr. Gooby Jr., he mentioned that the social media plays an important role in their business because it helps the business to connect to the potential customer, and most of their customer is from an online posting. The social media platform is one of the effective tools in promoting products due to the pandemic, but according to the owner, he uses his own personal Facebook account to reach the potential target customer. As of now, one of the problems of the owner of Gubest Mushrooms is lack of management. Since the owner is also full-time worker as manager at Kenny Roger SM City Das Marinas, during the pandemic, The owner of Gubest Mushrooms focused on his business since all the restaurants are closed. But now, since everything seems to be going back to normal, Mr. Gobi Jr. is unable to manage his business properly. Aside from that, the Gubest Mushrooms is also now experiencing an issue in terms of sustainability on its stock since the owner is not able to focus on his business, and it takes 20 to 22 days for the harvest time of mushrooms to be available to the process. Since Gubest Mushrooms is not focusing only on their customers but also on its valuable resellers, their sellers' customer lend 1 to 3 weeks for the mushrooms product to be delivered to them. But the waiting time of the customer lead to cancellation of orders and look for other competitors who offer the same products.
And for the survey result, there are 30 responses for the gender, and the result is 60% female and 40% male. We asked 30 customers using an online survey and 10 questions about their experience in buying Gubest mushrooms. The pie chart shows the gender percentage of the buyer is 60% female and 40% male. Females show more interest in the new mushroom product. For the age, we come up with 3 categories. Age range between 10 years old to 25 years old, age range between 26 to 30 years old, age range between 31 and above. Buyers' age range from 25 to 30 resulted in 43.3% as the highest. Next, 31 and above the age at 36.7% and 10 to 25 of age at 20%. This age range is called millennials. Anyone born between 1981 and 1996, ages 23 to 38 in 2019, shows curiosity in trying a new product. And for the first survey question, what is your primary reason for buying Gubest Mushrooms product? 30 responses resulted. Customers' primary reason for buying mushroom products is the taste. Comes about 46.7%, next to health benefits at 30%, and 20% for the uniqueness. And for the question number 2, which of Gubest Mushrooms products do you like most? There are 3 categories: fresh oyster mushroom, mushroom sisig, mushroom chicharron. The product selection most liked by customers is mushroom chicharron, has 53.2%, followed by fresh oyster mushroom at 33.3%, and mushroom sisig at 13.3%. For the number 3 question, how did you first hear about Gubest Mushrooms? There are 3 categories: referred, or relative, or associate. The second one is the social media. The third one is the physical store. Gubest Mushrooms reasons was first heard through referral, relative, and associate, derived at 80%. Social media at 13.3%, and physical store under 13%. And for the question number 4, does the branding affect you in buying the products? Selections either yes or no. Branding is a big factor in any product. This chart shows 83.3% does it affect and 26.7% does not. The brand needs improvement. Number 5 question. Does the packaging attractive? 2 categories, either yes or no. Packaging attractiveness, the chart conveys 70%. It is not attractive to those who bought the product, and 30% it doesn't matter to them. Percentage communicates develop enhancement to packaging. For the number 6 question, how likely would you recommend Gubest mushrooms to others? There are 5 categories: very likely, likely, fair, unlikely, and very unlikely. The pie chart shows Good Best Mushrooms recommendation indicates 66.7% very likely, 30% likely, and a 3.3% to fair. Despite its uncompetitive branding, a high recommendation appears because of its product satisfaction. Number 7 question. Rate Gubest mushrooms compared to other same products. From the range of 1 to 5, 1 is the lowest and 5 is the highest. Comparison rate for Gubest mushrooms compared to other products rated by 16 satisfied customers with a rate of 5 resulted in 53.3%. The other 12 customers rated 4 at 40% and 2 responders at 6.7%. Getting a 50% highest rate is a non-satisfactory rate. Developing more the brand in all aspects is highly recommended. For the number 8 question, do you consider Gubest mushrooms as the first choice in mushroom producer products? The category options are yes or no. In the category as first choice mushroom producer or products, Gubest Mushroom got a 93.3% from its customer evaluation. The product gives customer satisfaction, and since it's new to the market and in limited competition, the product gives a good impact on buyers. Does buying for the number 9 question, does buying Gubest mushrooms produce? No. Alright. For the number 9 question, does buying Gubest mushrooms products are worth the price to pay for? There are 2 categories, yes or no. The product satisfied the customers and got a 93.3% value of what they paid for. So the remaining percentage, they're not satisfied. And for the last survey question, do you consider to do repeat business with Gubest mushrooms? All 30 responses responded the answer yes. Doing a repeat business with Gubest mushrooms has a 100% result that clearly shows the product, even new to the market, it is credible to expand.
Findings. As we study the background of the business, we found out the Gubest Mushroom should focus on their brand awareness, brand image, and boosting their social media platforms to increase their brand reputation or image to gain more profit.
With the result of the data that was collected, the researchers collectively discussed possible improvements to offer so as to aid the marketing challenges of the business. This is for the betterment of its target market's awareness. The researchers focus on what's missing in the business, marketing, and brand management. First is logo, improved packaging, and strategically positioned visual posters. Improving the product's packaging and design is desired for a more appealing look. The researchers agree that a better way to do this is using food-appealing colors for the logo such as green, yellow, and orange. It will also create the first impression that will interpret its uniqueness and quality. Design must be consistent to build a strong brand identity for Gubest products. With the packaging, using a higher recycled container for a more sustainable and holistic feel, complementary to the product as a healthy alternative to other meals and snacks. With the signage, it is greatly thought about by the researchers since it will be an eye catcher for the crowd. What better way to improve your brand visibility than a strategic positioning of the business visual aids? The second thing that was discussed is using affiliate online based PR, marketing, and advertising. The researchers pondered how the business can improve with its online presence, since the business's online presence is limited to the owner's social media account. Considering this, social media professionals promoting the brand is a fitting resolution to the business's lack of online presence. This way, product promotion can reach out to a large number of potential customers without spending excessive amount of money. And so, search engine optimization professionals managing online traffic and social media influencers with a good amount of network and followers are ideal to promote the business brand in reaching further target audiences.
The Gubist mushroom is a great product that people love because of its taste, crispiness, and the health benefits. However, the owner faced challenges in the development of his business. These problems are time, priorities, marketing strategies, and the brand management. Since the owner is working full time to another job, his priorities become much lesser and the time he spent to run the business is also lesser. This caused a lack of business strategies and the brand management. According to the respondent, the product has a significant charisma to the public and a great potential due to the passion and principle of the owner. He tends to make its product fresh and well seasoned for the customer to love for. Making appropriate changes and improvement to the company's strategies and the brand management can develop the business to the higher level. We all know that branding make people know and differ from another competitor, so it's the main priority of the improvement. Once branding has been done, the next step is to advertise. This helps a wide variety of customers to know the product and develop the customer base assessment since they can share their experience and comments on the product. This step makes a progress to the development of the business.
And for our recommendation for the businessmen, women who are planning to start a business, build a strong and feasible business plan and contingencies. It will greatly help the business identify the startup and ongoing cost, target market, pricing, and name of the business. Taking advantage of social media and studying its marketing blueprint, business owners can easily connect to their customers and get feedback. Check their profile, location, interest, and purchase history. It can easily generate statistics and reports from the collected data and make better decisions. Conceptualizing a creative design of branding to stand out from the competition. Find ways of getting the most creative, cost effective, and eco friendly ways to design and present the product to avoid looking and feeling cheap. Hiring a creative expert is an option if the business owner is having some difficulties or unsatisfied with their own branding. Hiring and training employees about the process and educate about the proper preparation, incubation, and harvest of mushrooms This gives the business owner the opportunity to spend more time focusing on improving the business, planning, and strategizing also. Improving inventory management and keep track of all the records by acquiring computer software to easily manage and monitor every transaction. It is important for the business to have a tracking system for financials, inventory, and employee records, which needs to be considered especially when planning for expansion.